What's up? Benji here with Video Influencers. If you guys don't know, I'm married to Judy. It's Judy time. It's Judy's life. It's mommy's life. I also manage her YouTube business. And this is one of the #1 questions I get from people. Should I join this network, Benji? And I get this because obviously it's a big deal. A lot of people, they want to join a network because it seems like this epic opportunity. A lot of other YouTubers are doing it, but at the same time, they want a cut of my YouTube revenue. They have certain terms. They want me to sign for 2 or 5 years, which by the way is crazy. But it's like a huge unknown for so many people. And whether you have 1,000 subscribers or 1,000,000 subscribers, it's still a big deal to be able to share in the hard work, the effort that you put in for years with somebody that's just coming in. And that's why I want to make this video, because I feel like this video could help you understand both sides. It's not all bad. We've heard a lot of horror stories. I know that as YouTubers, if you have any other friends that have joined networks, I'm sure you heard stories like they took all my money or they didn't give me what they promised. It just didn't end up the way I thought it was gonna be. And that's very true, it's happening. Unfortunately, because most networks are in the business of making money, YouTubers aren't necessarily a priority for them when they should be. But at the same time, myself included, Judy and I, our channels, It's Judy Time, It's Judy's Life, are signed with a network, Driver, just a little disclosure. And we love our situation. So there's both sides to it. To answer your question, should or should I not join a network? Well, it all depends. Before I answer that question, what I would like to say is remember the value of your channel. You as a YouTuber, you're creating content for free. In the video world, in the traditional media world, it costs tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands to create high quality content. And the thing about YouTube that makes it very unique is you as a YouTuber are creating content that sometimes is comparable to what movie studios are creating, right? Especially with the accessibility of cameras like the Red or even some high-end DSLRs, you're able to make movies, you're able to make cooking shows, you're able to make, just reality shows, daily vlogs, what my wife and I do. It's no like keeping up with the Kardashian status, but still it's entertaining, and we do it all, obviously it's our business, but a lot of people do it without the incentive of money. So remember that value you carry. And remember this, networks, they can't survive without you. And that's why it boggles my mind when some networks treat their YouTubers so badly. Because this is the thing, YouTubers don't need a network. You don't need to join a network and share your revenue with anybody to continue on going. Because so many of you got into this, especially when you started way back when, without the incentive of money, without the goal of making this a business. So remember that. You actually have the upper hand, but a lot of people have gotten so lost in the glitz and glam and following these epic huge YouTubers into different networks that they've forgotten what they bring to the table compared to what a network brings to the table. With that being said, I do think there's a huge value for some networks, okay? And it all really depends on your certain circumstances. A lot of networks, because they've grown so many subscribers, so many channels on their roster, they're able to have opportunities presented to their YouTubers that are going to be bigger, more grander than what you could get on your own. But don't get me wrong, even you as a single YouTuber on your own with no network will get the chance to have similar opportunities. It just depends on your hustle. This is a funny thing, whether you join a network or not, your hustle is still going to determine the opportunities you get. So even if a network does have these grand brand sponsorships or you get to work with, some epic company, you still have to hustle. You still have to remind them, hey, this is stuff I want to do. This is my vision. And you still have to work sometimes just as hard, if not harder, than if you were by yourself. Because this is the thing, a lot of networks, they have to cater to so many people. The reality is, as great as a network is and for all the benefits a network provides, a lot of them have thousands of channels. They don't have the manpower to give you the individual input, okay? Backing up, the benefits of working with a network. One of the things that a network brings to the table is insight, okay? They know things about YouTube for the most part. You know, some people don't know anything, but networks not only are gonna be on top of what's going on because it's gonna affect their overall base, but they have sometimes relationships with YouTube directly, relationships with other networks, with other channels. So they can be able to help you understand things that are so beyond your, I guess, your capacity of vision, your capacity of perception of what's going on the bigger picture of YouTube. In addition, obviously, brand opportunities. Sometimes this is something they promise, but they can't really promise. They can help you earn more money, whether it's CPM being raised, whether it's getting more viewers, more subscribers, as well as, you know, helping you collaborate. At the end of the day, there are so many things you want to consider before joining a network. Okay, and it's going to depend on your certain circumstance, what you want, what your overall goal is when coming to a decision whether or not it's going to be beneficial or not for you to join a network. I have an ebook for you that tells you the top 10 things, totally free. Okay, I'm going to put it down in the link that goes into depth with what that is. But I'll end with this. You as a YouTuber, you created YouTube, okay? YouTube wouldn't be here without you. Networks came into play because they saw an opportunity to collect YouTubers together and create huge opportunities. But even without the networks, YouTube would still be going. Brand deals, sponsorships, big companies working with YouTube, it would still happen, okay? It just, there's a benefit to collecting everybody together, okay? So remember this, you carry a value. Make sure that whatever situation that you're going into, that you're getting the same value they're taking from you. And third, you worked for years. You worked your butt off to get where you were, and no one deserves any of that hard work unless they're willing to put in the same effort to help you either grow or get more beyond what you could do on your own. Video influencers, I'm Benji. I hope this video was helpful. Like I said, the ebook goes into detail on my 10 top tips to consider when joining a network. If you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel, Video Influencers. Go to our website, videoinfluencers.net for more information. Comment below on your struggles or your successes with a network and let me know what you think. So anyways, talk to you later. Hope that was helpful.